Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to come on here real quick to get y'all's opinion or your thoughts on what y'all believe is going on here. So, I checked my email earlier today, right? When I got home, and I saw there was a community wide email sent to all of the residents here in the apartments, right? So, check this out. That community email to the residents said they have a mandatory cleanliness inspection for all residents, and it's not optional due to their commitment to providing a quote unquote clean and enjoyable space for all. They require a cleanliness inspection by the end of the month. And they're starting from the fifth floor all the way down to the first floor. Now, I don't have a problem with this, but my thing is, what's really going on? Because out of all my years of renting in apartments, I have never, and I've been in nice ass apartments, hell, some of them nicer than this, ever heard of the leasing office doing a cleanliness inspection in people's apartment homes. And they said you don't have to be present, you can be gone or away, but they said make sure to crate your animals if you have animals and stuff before they come into your home so they can verify that your apartment is clean. But again, the bigger question is what prompted the leasing office people to do a cleanliness inspection? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it's apartment standard. Maybe it's apartment standard because it's corporate. That's probably making them do it. You never know. But again, I feel like there's some red flags here because nobody just does a random search or random inspection in your apartment home to make sure it's clean. I'm sorry. I don't care where you live, whether you live in the ghetto, the projects, or whether you live in the suburbs. I've never, ever, ever had this experience. I don't know, maybe it's a Virginia thing. I could be looking at it the wrong way. Maybe there's a specific city code ordinance or some BS that might require this. I don't know. So I talked to my friend about it because my white friend, she's smart with this shit. And she said, that sounds like it's an invasion of privacy. I would ask a lawyer if that's legal. I said, well, I'm not worried because I ain't got nothing to hide. My ass is clean regardless. I don't play that dirty, filthy shit anyway. I ain't got roaches. I ain't got bed bugs. So I don't have that issue. The only issue I have is getting rid of these damn gnats. And the gnats, I think, are coming in from the rain because it's been raining all week. And on top of that, we have 4 seasons here. So I'm not surprised they have a gnat issue. But I'm just like, the only thing that I could see them doing this that could prompt them for a cleanliness inspection is somebody's apartment was infested as hell and they got reported. So they decided to do a cleanliness inspection to make sure nobody else has infected, apartment homes where they have like roaches or something or like rats or something, which I doubt they do because these apartments are fairly new. They were built in like 2022 or something like that, or 2023. Or it may be a concern of health and welfare. I'm hoping to God that no one passed away in this motherfucker, because if someone died in these apartments and they didn't tell us, that would be so fucked up. That would be so fucked up because you would know. You would have to know. You have to share that with the public. Now, from my understanding, the last time I checked the real estate laws, they don't have to necessarily tell you whether or not somebody passed away in those apartments. You would have to look it up online, like Google the police reports or something. Normally, you would find this type of information like on the news, because the news will tell you quickly if somebody died inside of an apartment or if they found a body inside and nobody knew about it and it's been in there for days. But even that, I mean, you would think they would let the people know. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it happened. It's possible. Maybe it might be a health and welfare concern. I don't know. But again, why are you doing a cleanliness inspection in this nice ass apartments? These apartments, like I said, are not old and they're fairly new. So I understand that their standard is keeping a clean and enjoyable commitment to all the residents here. But it doesn't explain why you need to go in everyone's apartment home to make sure that they're clean. Like this shit right here reminds me of barracks inspection when I was a soldier on post. See, when I lived in the barracks as a single soldier, we were always required for random inspection to make sure our barracks homes were clean. You know, they're kind of like apartments. You basically have a roommate or whatever in the barracks on post, and your sergeant and your commander would come to your building and they would literally go one by one to verify your barracks room was clean. And that's understandable because you have a roommate. That part I understand. And you're on a military post, so they pretty much can do whatever the hell they want to do. But at the same token, I'm just like, why in the civilian world, not the military world, do you require people's private apartment homes that they're paying rent for thousands of dollars, I might add? I'm talking about between 14 to 1800, some of them as high as 2,000 a month for an apartment here in this building to get a cleanliness inspection. That's what I need to know. It's mind-boggling because I can't think of a valid reason why they would do something like this in this nice-ass building. And again, quote, correct me if I'm wrong, do you think this is an invasion of privacy? Or do you believe that they have every right to snoop in people's apartment homes, even though, you know, they live here and they pay their rent and they work hard and they have families? There's plenty of families in this, you know, apartment community. I see babies and dogs all the time. And it seems like a loving community now that my stalker is gone. But I'm just like, it still doesn't explain why or what prompted this. Again, this doesn't just come out the blue. And mind you, now I think about it, I didn't see anything about a cleanliness inspection in my contract when I signed the lease. I mean, I could see if it was part of the lease contract, but I didn't see nothing about a cleanliness inspection. Because normally they will outline this shit in your lease. They will tell you what they do and what they don't do on the property. But it's something just don't seem right about this. I just feel iffy about the whole situation. Because even my white friend was like, yeah, according to Google, it's legal as long as they give you notice within 24 hours of inspection. So it's not like they're invading your privacy. As long as they alert you that they're checking your apartment, then they have every right to snoop and look around to see, you know, maybe if they're trying to find out if people are living in apartments where they shouldn't be living in that are not on the lease, if people have pets in their homes that are not on their lease, or if there's squatters, which I doubt, that are in this nice ass building, because squatters can't come in here unless they have a key fob to these doors. Ain't no squatters coming up in this motherfucker, and we damn sure ain't got no homelessness around here. So again, what is the big deal with a cleanliness inspection for these nice ass apartments that people are paying thousands of dollars on? And I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but all I'm saying is that I could see if this was like community housing, like Section 8 or something, or low income housing, but this ain't even that. This ain't even near that type of status. Like, I could see if it was like city housing, because normally when you're in those particular type of housings, like Section 8 or Habitat for Humanity, they have every right to inspect you because that's government housing. This, on the other hand, is private. This is not government housing. So I feel like they're treating us like we're peasants. And I feel like they're treating us like we're in government housing. I hate to say it. Nothing against the people that live in those type of conditions or, you know, the type of housing. But all I'm saying is that As nice as his neighborhood is, as nice as his apartments are, why are you treating us like we're just unstable creatures or humans that don't know how to clean up after each other? Now, I get it. There are some dirty people out here. I'm not saying everybody's clean because I don't know everybody's business. But again, what gives you the idea to do a health and welfare inspection in these nice ass apartments? Again, I don't understand. We're 15, 20 minutes from downtown. We're not in the hood. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe it's just a nice gesture just to say that we care about our residents and we care about their environments. That's fine. That's nice. But I don't like the fact that you could just pick and choose to tell us when you decide to snoop into our private lives by coming into our precious homes that we waste thousands of dollars of rent on just to say that it's clean. No, I'm not down with that shit. No. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, because I think this is a whole entire agenda to something deeper that they're not telling us. I could be wrong, but let me know what you think in the comments. All right, bye.